Hey y'all, this is Tyler Blake from tylerblakeart.com again, and this is, I'm going to say, the fifth installment of my Beyond 100 Days series on finishing my comic project, Killing Them Softly. I think excuse me, I think I had mentioned last time that, I've been watching Richard Friend's videos on how to render like Wrightson, that being Bernie Wrightson, if you are not familiar with him. And if you're not familiar with Bernie Wrightson, you should go check that out right away. Anyway, so this is kind of funny. So what I did was I had printed out on just regular typing paper copies of my pages, and I was just kind of playing around with where I would want, to add more blacks and testing out strokes and rendering patterns and all that. So I had my original page, and I think I had those two and maybe one other printed out copies, and I was going around, and I realized after a minute that I had started doing that on my original, which I wasn't going to do until I was pretty comfortable with it, but going back to the Jake Parker finished not perfect thing, sometimes it's better just to forge ahead maybe and get stuff done. So when I realized that, I figured, okay, I'm just going to keep going with it. So that's what page 2 is looking like so far, with some more rendering. And this isn't done by any means, but I think this is probably the panel that I'm happiest with on this page so far. Or, well, I don't know. We'll see. But anyhow, if I decide I hate it, I can always just scan it, print it out in blue line, and re-ink it. So, but I'm going to try not to do that. I want to just go ahead and, we learn by making mistakes, so I'm just going to let myself make mistakes. So, and I was doing the same thing with my illustration project that I've been working on for Edgar Allan Poe's The Facts in the Case of M. Valdemar. And so, I've been I have the creepy magazine collection that they put I think it got reprinted by Dark Horse, and it's all the Bernie Wrightson stuff that he did. I don't know if it's all the Bernie Wrightson stuff that he did, but everything in there is Bernie Wrightson. So so it's got the Black Cat and Cool Air by H.P. Lovecraft, which is great, and several other stories. Some of them he wrote himself, and some that were done by other guys. But anyway, so I have Freak Show, which was written by Bruce Jones and illustrated by Bernie Wrightson, and that one is awesome. And I have the Frankenstein. I have a reprint of that my wife got me for Christmas. I married well. So I've been studying a lot of Bernie Wrightson images just to kind of see how he did things. And I was watching one of the Richard Friend videos, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun to ink over Wrightson image just to see how it goes. So this is from the Black Cat in that Creepy collection, and I don't know. I think this shows up. See how this is like light gray here? I was trying to print it out in blue, and for some reason it came. I guess I had my printer set to print in black and white only, so it printed out light gray instead, which is fine. But anyway, I have a little bit of stuff on the hand that I haven't done, and a little bit here on the hair. But I was inking over Wrightson's lines, which basically is kind of like tracing, but when you're not just doing lines, when you're dealing with brush strokes, it kind of helps me get my head around the way that he thinks of light and shadow and stroke directions and that kind of thing. So it's like doing a master copy to kind of figure out the way that somebody who's really awesome solves problems. So, that's what it would have looked like if I had been an inker for Bernie Wrightson. I don't think anybody else ever inked Wrightson, because he didn't need him to. So, anyways, and then I've been doing blue line printouts of different shots on my Facts of M. Valdemar, and so these aren't the originals, so I feel absolutely free to make mistakes. Actually, I kind of like the way this one's going. Except that his eyes got all messed up, but I'm liking the way the wrinkles are turning out on the shirt there and the detail on the hands. So I probably will, because I really hate the way the wrinkles came out on the sheet that is covering the title character, Mr. Valdemar. So I think I'm gonna reprint that one in Blue Line, and once I kind of get my rendering thing down more to where I'm more comfortable with it, I'm gonna print that out in Blue Line, full size on the nicer paper like Bristol board, and but I'm gonna redo the way I have the wrinkles done, because it's not working for me at all. So, anyways, that's what I'm up to right now. I don't really have anything else, so it's Friday, August 30th, and that means this weekend is Labor Day. So if you're watching this in the United States, I hope you have a 3-day weekend, and I hope you enjoy it. Have some barbecue. Have a good weekend, everybody, and I will see y'all in the next one. So keep reading comics, making comics, and buying comics. Bye.